You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sap. Well, guys, man, I'm here to tell you, man, the media and some of these ex-NFL players, man, they're going out sad when it comes to dealing with Shedeur Sanders and all their critiques about him and the lies and the misinformation that they're putting out to the public. It's downright sad. And for Todd Mcshay to say the things that he said about Shedeur Sanders, it's just unbelievable. But we got to talk about it all right after this. Well, guys, man, I'm here to tell you, man, it comes a time, man, where the criticism for Shedeur Sanders has to stop. Y'all are criticizing a guy that y'all told us that should have never been in the NFL. Y'all told us that he is a fifth round talent or a sixth round talent. But why is the criticism so harsh if y'all think that he didn't belong in the NFL and he's a fifth round draft choice or a sixth round draft choice? But y'all constantly criticize him and say things that are just outright deliberately lying about this young man and what he brings to the football table. Now, the Mel Kipers of the world, pre-draft, Mel Kiper kept it 100. Mel Kiper told everybody that this is a first to second round draft choice. He's a first to second round draft talent, and he was number one, number two on Mel Kiper's big board. And Mel Kiper been doing this for a long time. He knows the evaluation of quarterbacks. He knows the evaluation of wide receivers, running backs, linemen, every player that plays a spot in the NFL. Mel Kiper knows how to evaluate what they bring to the table. And he has Shedeur Sanders high on his draft board. Now you got other people like Dan Orlowski, Rex Ryan. You got all these other media pundits that want to say all the negative stuff about Shedeur Sanders, believing that the tape that he put out in Colorado would not translate over to the NFL. The numbers that he put up in college led to FBS and completion percentage, had the best, touchdown to interception ratio. And you're telling me that from what you saw out of Shedeur Sanders, that Shedeur Sanders would not excel on an NFL football field. Now, coming into the season where he was drafted in the fifth round, 144th, and we know Dylan Gabriel went before him. Cleveland tried an experiment with Dylan Gabriel, and that experiment failed tremendously. So now you turn to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders in 3 NFL starts is putting up astronomical numbers. First rookie in the Super Bowl era to pass for over 300 yards, damn near 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 running touchdown. Outside of what Joe Burrows did, there's only 2 names in there, and that's Joe Burrows and Shedeur Sanders. And then there's another accolade that Shedeur Sanders got that was mentioned with Aaron Rodgers, and he's doing that only in 3 starts. And the evaluation of Shedeur Sanders in 3 starts came with heavy scrutiny and heavy criticism. And this guy is out there balling out in his 3 starts. He's thrown over 700 yards, 700 yards, 5 TDs, and only 2 interceptions in 3 starts. I understand the record don't say they're 1-2 in the games that he started, but he was the first rookie in 16 years in Cleveland to win, a game as a rookie, as a quarterback. And the criticism just keeps coming in and coming in and coming in. Now, we've seen the media flip-flopping. Some guys that said some interesting things about Shedeur Sanders when Shedeur Sanders first started out. Now everybody's switching sides because they're trying to get on this Shedeur side, where we've already told y'all that we already know what Shedeur Sanders brings to the table. We know Shedeur Sanders can excel as an NFL quarterback. You just got to give him the time. You just got to give him the opportunity. Now he's getting his opportunity, and he's making all the media personnel in Cleveland flip and hedge because the things that they said, he's a slow learner, he don't got a strong arm, he's behind the 8 ball, he's not picking up the offensive playbook, he don't know how to read NFL defenses. Now it's making them eat crow because everything that they said, Shedeur Sanders is out there proving them wrong. So now they want to flip side and be on the side where it say, I told you so. We already knew he had elite talent. But nah, y'all stay on that side. You have the likes of Acho. You heard what Matt Barnes, he went at Acho because Acho had said some negative things about Shedeur Sanders. And all of a sudden, Acho is on this Shedeur Sanders train, praising Shedeur Sanders for everything that Shedeur Sanders is doing now. But Matt Barnes from All the Smoke podcast said, nah, we're not going to let you do that. Stay on that side because, you know, before Shedeur Sanders got in the game and became a starter for the Cleveland Browns, y'all said all this negative stuff for the reasons why he's not on the NFL football field and the reasons that Dylan Gabriel is starting ahead of him. So now you can't give him the praise. And Matt Barnes then called Acho out. Now Acho is declaring war on Matt Barnes, talking about come to speak easy. That's handling it like grown men. Let's do it in front of a live audience and let's do it live. Now you got the likes of Todd Mcshay. Todd Mcshay said some things to the fact that Shedeur Sanders is immature. He needs to grow up. That is a lie. You are just out here spreading lies about Shedeur. But before we get off into what Todd Mcshay had to say, we partnered up with Underdog Fantasy, and this is a word from our sponsor.
Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports. Let me tell you about the easiest way to get in on some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, win you some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry, get every pick right, and win some serious cash. Use my promo code SBD23 and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Now that it's football time, follow Simply Ball Dropping as I share my picks. Like I said, pick your player, choose your amount, win money. Make picks, win cash. Thank you, Underdog Fantasy, for the partnership with us. And thank you for using promo code SBD23 on Underdog Fantasy.
Now, guys, with that being said, let's listen to what Todd Mcshay had to say on the criticism on what he thinks about Shedeur Sanders. Let's take a listen.
Shedeur Sanders' future in pro football.
I don't think it's in Cleveland.
Can he be a starter in the NFL?
I think he can. I think he has a lot of maturing to do, Urban. I really do. I think both as an individual and as a quarterback and learning to play within the scheme. I think there's a lot of drifting and sliding out of the pocket. I think there's this innate, because of the way he played at Colorado and throughout his college career, there's this kind of like hero brand of quarterback that he likes to play where every play has to be a home run and he's got to run around and do all those things. He had the bad tendencies that Caleb Williams had that he developed at USC, but he doesn't have the arm and the mobility that Caleb possessed to get out.
Now, do you hear what Todd Mcshay had to say? He don't have the arm and the mobility to get out of things that Caleb Williams got into. That's another lie. Shedeur Sanders has showed you that he has the arm talent, the accuracy, the ball placement. He can get the ball down the field on the run. So these are lies that people keep on talking about Shedeur Sanders. And you heard what Bill Musgrave said, Cleveland Browns quarterback coach. Shedeur Sanders is willing to learn each and every day to get better. And see, these are the lies that people keep talking about Shedeur Sanders. How are you going to talk about he is immature? He needs to mature. What do you mean he's immature? What do you mean he needs to mature? See, y'all criticizing a 5th round pick that y'all stated he was. I don't hear the criticism for Tyler Shuck, Jackson Dart, and all these other rookies. I don't hear no criticism on that. I don't hear y'all saying that these guys need to grow up. These guys need to do this. But see, when it fits what y'all want to fit, it fits y'all's narrative, y'all talk about it. See, when Shedeur Sanders is debunking all the narratives that y'all guys are putting out there, it makes y'all look bad. So y'all got to come back with something. Didn't Shedeur Sanders just win Rookie of the Week, Emmy of the Week? Ain't Shedeur Sanders on pace to potentially be the offensive rookie of the year if he keeps up doing what he's doing in these last 4 games? Do y'all ever think about that? But y'all constantly criticizing a 5th round pick. Y'all keep that same energy, man, when he does things great. Give him some praise. Give him his flowers now. Don't wait until it's too late. Because we've already known what Shedeur Sanders is capable of doing. You guys are the ones that are spreading the lies and the narratives, and we got to talk about it. I see everybody in the comment section, #salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh, yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.